Man, you guys remember when crypto used to be cool?
No.
A few years back, I was into crypto and I made this custom Bitcoin price predicting AI. I'm releasing the code for it now. You can see this AI in action at this address. Just go here and watch the magic. There's an explanation you can read on this page that tells you a little bit more about how that chart works and what you're looking at. But in this video, we're going to go over how the back end of the AI works. I don't know if I have to do this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm not giving investment advice or anything like that. This AI can just be used for any kind of line chart or any kind of data that flows like prices. So, none of that. Don't be weird. So anyways, here's how it works. These orange and blue horizontal lines are the predicted high and low for the current candle on each time frame from 1 hour to 1 week. And as you can see, they relate to actual important price levels. The blue is the predicted low prices and the orange is the predicted high prices. The purple area is the deepest area where they have crossed over. Every so often, you'll have one time frames prices that are slightly different, and it'll make the low price of that, the predicted low price of that time frame higher than the predicted high price of another time frame. And that is that purple area that you were seeing. What I've noticed is that purple is almost like a magnet. The price will want to go back to the purple. Why? I have no clue. So anyways, I still have a good bit of like old unused variables and some other things I need to clean up from this code, but for the time being, it's good enough. Let's go ahead and run it. What you'll do first is choose which coin you want to do, and then choose if you want to reprocess from the beginning, and we'll choose yes for that. Right now it's gathering all of Bitcoin's price history. Everything it does will get stored in the same folder that the script's in. And then once it gets all the history, it'll start doing the actual learning process. Basically what it does is it goes one candle at a time through the history and saves that candle and what happened on the next candle in its memory. And then whenever it tries to predict for another candle, it looks at its memory and pulls the closest candles from its memory to the current what just happened on the previous candle, and does a combined average of the outputs of those memories to create the prediction. And so that's what it's doing right now, is learning all of these patterns and creating the weights for the average that it does, because it's a weighted average, not just a normal average. So that way, if a pattern that it sees is not very accurate, like if it does something random every time it sees that pattern, then it will have a very low weight and it won't affect the average very much. And you can see here in the folder that it's got some of the files now. And this part can take a long time, literally like 12 hours. So we will come back to this later. Eventually you'll see it finish the first time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame, and then it will move to the 2 hour time frame. It'll create some new files specifically for the 2 hour time frame and repeat the history gathering and learning process again. It'll do this for every time frame from 1 hour up to 1 week. And what I mean by time frame is how long each candle lasts. And by candle, I mean the red and green boxes. Once that finishes the learning process, you can open up Neural Runner in a command prompt window. You'll need to go to whatever folder it's in, and then run the script. You'll pick your coin choice. We're doing Bitcoin. After you do that, it'll start running. Down here, you'll see the predicted high and low prices. If it's under one of the predicted low prices, it'll say long for that time frame. If it's above a predicted high price, it'll say short for that particular time frame. Otherwise, it'll say within. And this is how the chart on that page gets its information. These prices are put into these two files right here. They are HTML files, so you can easily check them with other scripts. If you want to like automate trading based on this, you could do it through those files. You just check those prices and then check the current price. As you can see, this can be a fairly powerful tool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please use that chart as much as you want. It's free. It's totally free. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and please join the Patreon. It helps a lot.